Oh, there we go.
Switch 2.
I love it.
Amazing, amazing.
I love it.
Going live.
Yep, absolutely.
No. Well, do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
Hello, and welcome back to Talk a Better Politics. I am SirFelixTheCat, and this is the Birdman Hawk.
Yeah.
And he's choking on a worm right now.
I am, yes.
You know, he likes to slurp on those worms. Just likes to get them all in his mouth and like jiggle them around. And you know, sometimes the worm balls that come off him, like balls of dirt, he likes to get those in his mouth too. It's wonderful times.
A fat, dank worm, dude.
How is your day going?
It's pretty good. I had off. I played The Sims all fucking day. I've been working on a Sims family. We have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. It's insane, but yeah, it's been a chill day. The snow wasn't terrible, and well, I mean, it was terrible yesterday, but it stopped. So
I'm tired of the snow.
It's crazy.
2 days of just shit
and ice too, just like straight fucking ice rain and shit. But yeah, no. How was your day?
I mean, it was good. This morning I started off by like sweeping up what little snow we got last night, and then salting the giant sidewalk, because like I have the biggest sidewalk in the neighborhood because I have not just the small front part of my house, because I live in row homes, the small front part, which is like maybe 12 feet, but then I have the whole side road, which is like, I don't know, 70 feet, if not more.
Yeah,
like it's pretty freaking long.
It's long as fuck.
Yeah, that was my morning. Then I spent the rest of the day doing a little bit for the channels. Did the 2 streams this morning, one for this channel, one for Talk a Better Worlds. Yeah. And then played a lot of Euden Chronicles, because I love that game.
Yeah, restarted it.
Yeah, mixed in with some rage from stories we're going to talk about here in a minute. But I do have 2 smaller stories I want to talk about.
Okay, I have some small shit too, actually.
Okay, dope. Let me do this. Give me 1 second then. Let me get things separated then, so then I'll have my first 2 small stories and you can jump onto yours.
Yeah, I just found something right before we started that was like, I've heard of this before, but now there's apparently a new like lead on it, apparently.
Nice. Nice. All right. So, and hello Pinky. I didn't say that, but I also posted a fun fact in the chat, which is fun fact number 4547. The J in DJT stands for just a total fucking disaster.
Oh, fuck.
Because that sums up his 2 administrations, his 2 terms so far.
He is so fucking awful, dude. Like, we knew it was going to be bad, but... Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worse than most people thought. I mean, at least Anna Kasparian came around. She's finally like, oh, I've been so wrong. Like, no shit, you've been wrong. No fucking shit. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Well, if you thought it was going to be bad, period, that's a good reason to not support these douchebags. Yeah.
I mean, and like, I think we're officially at the point where we can consider Trump the worst president the United States has ever had. I'm pretty sure everybody could probably agree with, like, even worse than Reagan, who was previously the worst president we ever had.
Yeah, worse than Nixon.
Yeah, well,
like, I mean, more criminal than Nixon.
In order of terrible for me, it would be number 1 Trump, number 2 Reagan, number 3 Bush Jr. And then number 4 probably, like, I don't know, you could argue Jackson or some shit. Like, we had some pretty god-awful Bush Senior. Well, I mean, I would still say President Jackson is worse than Bush Senior. Yeah. Because he murdered the fuck out of so many natives, dude.
Yeah.
And like
he loved him. He loved him.
The following like 3 or 4 presidents after him were just fucking awful.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Trump's done a compilation of all of them, because he's done like the criminal stuff of Nixon. He's destroyed education education and the economy worse than Reagan did.
Yeah.
ICE is actively targeting Native Americans because they don't belong here. They're fucking Native Americans. Native Americans.
They
want to
call them Native Americans.
They're getting upset that there's schools that have taught basically the factual lesson, not even like really taught it, but it just comes up because that's the only way to interpret it, that we are living on stolen land.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's just a fact of what happens. And they're getting butthurt about this. Oh, we need to defund these schools because they're saying that we live on... No, we fucking do!
We do, yeah. It was taken. It was taken by force.
We fucked
and
over
trade.
Native Americans. We fucked over Mexicans.
Yeah. Yeah. By force and or trade. And usually the trade was negotiations after force.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really count as anything peaceful. But yeah, like really, well, again, the hierarchy and violence. But yeah, we took it. The holding Native Americans as bargaining tokens to raid reservations. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
I'm scared, dude. My fucking aunt and cousins took those DNA tests, and we figured out we do have like a significant amount of Native American in us. Specifically, we call them the Sioux, but they're not actually the Sioux. It's a confederation of a couple tribes. But yeah, like a significant amount, which makes sense considering. I mean, you've seen my aunt. We talked about that in the Discord earlier. She looks like she's off a fucking reservation. But yeah, I mean, I was scared before, but now it's like, oh fuck, like they have our DNA now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my ex-wife is also terrified.
Yeah.
Because she's Indian and black.
Yeah.
So she has a darker complexion, and she's scared that her and her family will be targeted as well, because if you're not white, they are going after you. They've gone after just black people they were born here. They lived their parents lived here. Like, they're definitely from here.
Well, yeah, same with there's a bunch of Spanish people. Like, I saw ICE fucking harassing a bunch of Spanish people where they're like, where are you born? It's like, I was born in Minnesota, fuckhead. Like, dude. No, I mean, but they are going to go for white people, because they already said they're going to go for any opposition. That's next. So it's like anyone who opposes them is on the block next.
It's like I was talking about with Carlitos on the morning talk today. They're going after Renee Good's wife. I believe they were married.
I think they were married.
Just like to investigate both of them, Renee Good and her wife, to see if they were part of any anti-Trump group.
Wow.
The crime of being anti-Trump.
We're in thought crime territory, dude.
Yeah. How dare you be against our dear leader? That's fucking scary. Like, I knew he has a huge crush on Kim Jong-un. I didn't realize he was actually going to go to try to be him.
Yeah, like, we figured it would either be like all talk from him before the election, it'd be all talk and he wouldn't do shit, just like this first term, or we figured it would just be like the end of everything. Like, that was kind of
one of our big topics, or one of the things I told you I was going to talk about today. That is one of them. That is one of the things I'm going to be going over, is why it's like this, why it's so bad.
I could plug in so much with it. But let's go into the minor stories first. We got sidetracked. What are your minor stories here?
Yeah. So my first one. So California recently passed the 2026 Billionaire Tax Act. So billionaires are planning to flee, or already have fled the state, because they're terrified they will have to pay taxes. Oh my God, I have to pay taxes now?
Dude,
I'm sorry, little bitch babies. You have to pay taxes too. You know what happens if everybody pays taxes and pays a fair amount of taxes? The country will be in a better fucking place. The economy will fucking boom, because we're all paying into it. So we all have more money. We have support groups. Everything gets better. That helps everyone.
That's if the taxes are applied correctly and there's oversight, which currently
we can't have a fucking Republican in office. Republicans do not know how to manage money, how to govern a fucking country or a state or a city.
We can't have a Democrat in office at this point either. They're just as bad with money.
Yeah, we can't have a true blood Democrat, like 90% of them. And sadly, a person who joined that group recently is Jasmine Crockett.
Yep.
And if you go online, especially like places like Reddit and stuff, or even Twitter, and call out Jasmine Crockett for her supporting fucking Israel's genocide and shit, they turn the fuck against you. They flip out. How dare you? You're being racist because she's black. That has nothing to do with the fact she's black. I liked her because she had spunk and she fought against them. But she's on their fucking team, so fuck her.
Well, they hide behind the shield of identity politics. That's always it's such a strong shield too, because you could just like socially ostracize the fuck out of someone using identity politics, and attack them for things that they don't even like. It's an angle you're not even coming from. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But with this whole everybody leaving there, it's mainly Silicon Valley who's taken off. Like they're all fucking terrified because they don't want to pay taxes. They don't want to support the country. I mean, given, like you said, right now, taxes won't be applied properly, so it doesn't matter. But in a world where things did work right, like we didn't have douchebags just fucking the country as hard as they possibly can, it would be a very beneficial thing. It would help healthcare, education, and childcare.
Yeah. Well, also, this is them fleeing California is also why states doing stuff like this is ultimately pointless. Unless every state does. Like, well, no, not even every state. It would have to rely on the federal government for this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like it was in the 40s and 50s, where it's like a 99% fucking wealth tax over whatever amount of money. We've talked about it before, but like, you make over X amount of money, everything over that is taxed 99%. Everything. And fucking the common person can't make X amount of money to get to that point. So the common person pays as minimal taxes as possible, and the rich are the ones carrying the fucking country. And then they could actually pat themselves on the back for doing something. But because right now they're not doing fuck all. But yeah, this is why, like, even if a state, like, let's look at New York with Mom Donnie and shit like that, who I still don't think is going to do anything really effective.
So far he's proven he's not.
Oh, yeah, he's not gonna, dude. Literally, how many times have we seen this happen with politicians, dude? You and I. Like, how many fucking times have we seen this
second
happen?
He went out there, it was like his first day on the job, and he rode the bus or the train to work, and then he went out and was, like, doing the whole, like, look at me, I'm helping fill in potholes. I was like, okay, you're all for fucking show. Go eat a dick.
Yeah. Like, and I mean, dude, if he did crack down on corporations or crack down on landlords and shit like that, all they're going to do is have a mass exodus. And if anyone who possibly sees this thinks that even like the biggest of megacorps who have their tendrils as deep as possible in a state are not petty enough to remove everything they have from that state in the event of being challenged by law, you're wrong. These companies will literally uproot themselves completely to move out of states that are anything but compliant with them. So it's like you cannot, because they're petty as fuck. They're ultimate. It's all about the money for these people. It's all it is. So you can't rely on states to do this kind of shit because it's a tokenistic gesture at best.
Yeah, at least for this California thing, it's just state tax, not federal tax. So
yeah.
California does, for the most part, have a lot of good social programs for the people that live there. Like they do have, they try to give kids free meals and shit for school. They try to help out the needy and all that shit. They genuinely try for the most part.
Yeah.
At least they make that attempt. And what makes it more sad that these billionaires are fleeing, the act which would see residents with a net worth more than 1 billion pay a one-time tax worth 5% of their assets.
Wow. Look at how petty these people are. Look how petty these people
fleeing because how dare the needy get a fucking penny from me?
Yeah. It's literally like they will literally throw babies into an open fire pit if it means that they could save 1 cent from going in the hands of a poor person. And if you think that is an exaggeration, look again.
And you have people like the Musk bros and shit who like idolize these billionaires. Like, oh, I want to be like them. They're so cool. They're the best people ever. No, they're vile pieces of shit. One thing I will say though is he's been decent I don't know his politics, but he's been decent most of his life. One person is not leaving, and he's insanely rich, and you'll understand why. NVIDIA founder and CEO Huang, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Huang.
Who cares? He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's happy to stay put in California and see the wealth tax implemented.
Oh, yay!
He's happy for it, and I'm hoping. I always forget his name. I talk about him I feel like every episode. The guy who was in Shark Tank, Mark something.
Yeah, I forget his name. I know who you're talking about though. Yeah.
I believe he still lives there, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to leave either because he is pro helping people. Like he does donate money to good groups, not just like, oh, I'm doing this for a tax write-off. He tries, and he's pro-taxing the rich.
To a point, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, and these people, like, especially with this fucking NVIDIA shitbag, like, he's one of the people almost single-handedly responsible for destroying the planet at the moment, so,
yeah.
like, fuck him to hell. I don't care what he does. He is not redeeming himself until he gives up all of his money and closes the door on NVIDIA forever. Mark Cuban, is that the guy?
Yeah, Mark Cuban. There we go.
Mark Cuban, yeah. But yeah, no. So fuck all these people. Even Mark Cuban. Like, even if he gives up money and shit like that, until he gives up everything but like $100,000, he's a piece of shit. So because like you could see, dude, you nobody could tell me you are not sitting pretty at $100,000.
Yeah,
that's a life-changing amount of money for like 90% of Americans.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like that. How I've talked about my ideal economy, where basically people max out a certain amount of money. A family would have fucking max, $1 million.
Yeah. Dude,
that's more than you fucking need. You're
Yeah.
set for life, your kids are set for life, and their kids are definitely set for life. Unless someone has a very, very bad, like, Trump Jr. type fucking drug habit.
Yeah. I mean, well, dude, if you're like literally, again, with $100,000, if you make $100,000 a year and you have a family of 4 and you're struggling financially, that's on you at this. Even now, that's on you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of fucking, even today, that is a lot of fucking money. Like, live within your fucking means and get what you could afford and you're fine at $100,000 a year. Like, absolutely. But $1 million a year, dude, yeah, you are fucking beautiful at $1 million a year. 5% of 1 billion is 50 million. Yeah, which is nothing, because these are billionaires. They have multiple billions of dollars. I mean,
Yeah,
Musk
they're
is
probably
about to
making
be,
if they own all these stocks, own all these companies, they're getting more money. They're going to replace that 50 in no time.
yeah, dude,
It's so little to them, they won't fucking feel it. That's like us giving out 25 cents to somebody.
yeah, literally, dude, they make 50 million in like 5 minutes. Like literally 5 minutes. Like that's nothing to most of these people. They don't even know. These people don't even know how much money they have. You get to the point where you have so much money that none of it is physical. All of it is tied up in assets, and you literally buy things off of just social credit. These people walk into stores and pick shit up and don't pay a cent for anything that they get because they're worth so much money that the store could just send their fucking office a bill and it winds up getting paid for them. Like, this is a level of wealth you cannot comprehend as a normal human being. You can't. And $50 million is a drop in the bucket for these people. So it's fucking pathetic.
Yeah. Okay, hold up. How many grades are there if you're without including college?
Including college?
Without including college.
Oh, like 12.
This statement confuses me. We're calling on California's billionaires to step up and pay a one-time emergency 5% tax to prevent the collapse of California's healthcare and to fund California public K through 14 education.
K through 14? I don't know.
Is that like super duper senior?
Oh, Sparrow says 13. Are they counting kindergarten? Or no,
Well,
K. So K.
Yeah, they have K.
So then what the fuck are there?
And it wouldn't be preschool because preschool would come before K. So it'd be P through 14.
Kindergarten
and preschool is optional.
So what, is there a 13th grade now? Is that a thing?
Super senior. That's what I call that.
Well, like...
Yeah, they call it K through 14. So that's kindergarten. Kindergarten through 14.
Yeah, kindergarten is 0, so it doesn't count as part of the 14.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is the 14?
Yeah, 13 and 14. That's got to be senior or super senior and then super duper senior. You got held back twice. That's the thing I come up with.
Fucking Helldiver shit.
Yeah.
Super senior. Yeah, when you're in a super senior grade, that's when you get issued your fucking Liberator assault rifle.
Yeah. Which, quick side note, I was watching Fair and Balanced this morning because now he does a weekday morning show that starts at like 9 or 10, something like that.
Yeah.
And like I've never watched it live. I'm usually doing something else. But Trump's been sending out these weird, or his people have been sending out these weird emails to the supporters to ask for donations.
Yeah.
The first one, like, it was put on the news because it was so fucking creepy, like mainstream news, where it's saying like, I'm sitting here alone in the dark. Everyone else has already gone home. It's just me and a dying laptop. And it's like, what the fuck? And that's his like pitch for asking for money. And it blew up because people were like, that's fucking creepy. Like, what the hell? So they sent out another one, which they're playing off that again. Because I guess they saw that reaction. They're like, oh, we got to do this again. So they sent out another one. And it's more like, I'm laying here and I can't stop thinking about you. And it's like, I know what they're doing. Because look at his supporters and the way they idolize him. They don't just idolize him. They want to fuck him. They want to sleep with him.
They worship him, dude.
Yeah. They want to get in bed with him and have a fun night with his mushroom.
It's like the Nigerian schemes to get money for boomers.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, only thing I can think of is they're looking at that neck vagina and they're like, oh, yeah, I want to stick it in there.
Oh, let me get that nussy. Oh.
Yeah. Let me lick it.
Let me get that nussy.
Yeah. It's fucking creepy. All right, dude, enough of that story.
The nussy is evolving, by the way. The nussy is evolving.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
It's getting sexier, too.
The next one, speaking about sleeping with Trump and wanting to suck him off, Michael Cohen says New York prosecutors, calling out Letitia James, pressured and coerced him into anti-Trump testimony. So he's, again, flipped, and now he's like, oh, no, I'm pro-Trump. I'm going to keep trying to fix his issues. All this did, the only reason he did this is because now Pam Bondi has something to base a fucking lawsuit on to basically get revenge for someone doing their fucking job properly, trying to enforce the law against Trump. A retaliation lawsuit on someone who was just doing their fucking job, following the law.
Dude,
yeah.
This is like, I keep seeing people like, oh, we need to charge these ICE people. We need to charge Trump. We need to do this with the law and do that with the law and do this with the law. And this is the shit that's happening with the law, dude. There is no more law. There is no more law. We're done with law. You'd have no one to go to but your rifle at this point. So fucking go to it, okay?
We have the most lawless president to ever exist. Like we were talking about a few minutes ago. The most lawless president ever.
Yeah. Well, and even
the country.
Dude, fucking multiple courts, federal and otherwise, have basically thrown shit at Trump, given orders to Trump, said that he can and can't do shit, asked him to be at certain places for certain things, put charges against
the
him.
Epstein files without redactions, and if there has to be something redacted, explain in detail why it had to be redacted. And they just
legally,
said, nope.
It can't be a redaction because of hurting someone's image, but they said fuck it. Laws don't matter anymore, dude. ICE doesn't follow laws. Trump doesn't follow laws. There is only one law. It's the law of violence, okay? That is where we're at. It is the law of violence. If you want something to be done about this, you've got to do it yourself.
And that is exactly what they want from us, too.
Yeah.
Their whole goal, because the person working for them, or that is pulling the strings, is very smart. They're a piece of shit, and I'll talk about them later. They're a complete piece of shit, but they know what the fuck they're doing to pull off a complete dictatorial takeover.
Yeah. Oh no, the people who are puppeteering Trump. Oh yeah, in Minecraft. Sorry, in Minecraft, in The Sims, in a video game. No, they know better. We're here. We're here in real life. We're here. Okay, fucking. Like, and this is an open point. Like, you got soccer moms talking about this shit at this point. So, like, but
yeah, that's their whole goal, is to get us pissed off enough to where we do something. They do actively want us to attack ICE. They want the protesters to attack ICE. That way they have the right to call in the military. Even though they provoked the fight, they want to then instigate it further to make us fight. So that way they can just wipe us all out. That way, when Trump says, I want to kill those protesters, he has every right to say so, because they're violent and they're attacking the government.
Well, and here's the thing, though. That, I see a lot of that. Well, I was seeing a lot of that. Now I'm not, but which I'm kind of thankful for. But I was seeing a lot of that, like, oh, we shouldn't do that because they want us to do it. Well, yeah, they do want us to do it, but now we have to. Now we have to.
We're at that point where the Civil War is we're going to have two wars going on. And it's going to be a shit show for the U.S. if both happen at once, which is what they're pushing for some reason. World War III at the same time as the Second American Civil War.
Yeah, which is balkanization.
That's what they want.
and basically like explosion of what looks like gang violence all over the United States, effectively.
Yeah.
With like
the complete collapse of the United States.
Oh yeah, it's an implosion. It's just a total implosion of the United States. And the National Guard is going to be involved, and they're going to sectionalize, and your cops are going to join certain sides and shit. And fucking some cops are going to be fighting ICE, some cops are going to be with ICE. Like fucking, it's just because we've already seen that. We've already seen some police departments just standing against ICE, and some of them joining them. So like this country is at its breaking point right now. We've been building up to this for years. We've been talking about it for years. Now we're here. And yes, they want us to be violent, but like they've given us no other choice. There is no other option. So
yeah, they boxed us in.
Yeah. Yeah, and now people are openly talking that way. People are sounding a lot more like us. Which is fucking kind of wild to see, the radicalization of people.
Well, you know what that means?
What?
It means they're getting woke.
Oh, yeah, they're finally woken the fuck up, dude. Okay? They've been talking about it for years, but now we're finally fucking here. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the desert of the real, okay?
Yeah. But yeah, that was that whole story about Letitia James and Alvin Bragg. They're going to be taken the fuck down and arrested for following the law when law existed.
Well, yeah, back when law existed.
And you know what other laws don't exist? Finance laws. Which I can talk about another story about finance too, but this one. So, wonderful Congresswoman Lisa McClain. She decided to randomly, the day before this big deal between Elon Musk with Grok and teaming up with the Pentagon, decided to buy 100,000 shares into essentially Grok, into Musk AI company. And yeah, and every sign of that shows, oh, that's fucking insider trading. 100% unfucking deniable. That is insider trading. So this dumb bitch decides to come out, and her defense claim is Rep. McClain has strongly denied using insider knowledge, telling News Nation 100% because if it was, we wouldn't have bought 100,000 shares. We would have bought a heck of a lot more. And then she emphasized that the purchase was a private offering, not a public trade. You know
that
what that
looks even
means?
Worse.
Yeah, you know what that fucking means? It was insider trading.
It was insider trade. Dude,
because what's the difference between the two? Public trade. Basically, it lies in accessibility, regulation, and liquidity. Public trades involve broad investor access, anyone with a brokerage account, strict SEC oversight, detailed public disclosures, and then high liquidity. That doesn't matter right here. A private offering has fewer disclosure rules, less regulation, and is hard to sell because it has that strict regulation. Yep. So tell me again how the fuck this is not like insider trading? She admitted to it. She said, no, it wasn't, but it was. Look, I didn't have my hand in the cookie jar. I was just obtaining a cookie from the glass that's sitting on the countertop. I didn't have my hand in the cookie jar, though. Yeah. I didn't have my hand in the cookie jar. Yeah. No, fucking insider trading has been a fucking disease for this government for probably, they did actually the CIA and the FBI did some busts on insider trading in the 60s and 70s with Congress in particular, and the House of Representatives, actually. They fucking busted, and they like honeypotted and busted a bunch of people for insider trading, which it was a great fucking action, surprisingly, from the FBI and CIA in the 60s and 70s. But, fucking, this has been a problem since, like, Wall Street has been a thing with our government, and it's only gotten worse and more blatant. Every single one of these motherfuckers is doing insider trading. On both sides. Everyone. And what's the main thing I ever call out Nancy Pelosi for? Insider trading. Exactly. And they're fucking doing it again. Just blatantly. Just like, haha, fuck all you. I'm gonna steal. Well, dude, think about it. Most Americans still think that the stock market is a reflection of the general economy. They think that they should care about the stock market. That's what Trump's basing our economy on right now. He says it's the best it's ever been. Well, no, and for him it is. Same under Biden. It's a great economy. Not really for stock traders. That's doing fucking great.
Well, yeah, no,
Because
if you're
inflation and shit, we can't fucking afford a goddamn thing.
Yeah, if you're a stock trader, yeah, you're sitting fucking pretty at this point. Like you are on an unsinkable ship at the moment. Like fucking, there's money. It is like literally the Wolf of Wall Street times 8,000. It makes that shit look like child's play. Like if you're an investor at this point, you are fucking god tier. Everyone else is fucked. And that's why the investors are so well off. The fucking, it's literally, it went from, and that's the thing, we shouldn't even call it investing. The stock market is not investing anymore. Investing happens privately at this point. Any company that has actual investors is usually private. So the stock market is just betting. It's betting on shit at this point. And it's betting for the elite who have enough money to bet millions and billions of dollars. And also, yeah, can we have a lobby? No, we couldn't. At this point, we couldn't. Because how do I say this? It'd be like those fucking militia groups that form to fight cartels in Mexico and then wind up becoming cartels. Like, that's literally what would happen. If we formed a lobby to try and fight this, it'd go for a couple months and then wind up just becoming a lobby that helps this.
Like,
more
yeah, with unless you get rid of all corporate, like, company interactions with the government, regulate shit, like, set in stone to where it's basically a fucking death sentence if you do this shit, nothing's ever going to change. Because every scumfuck we send into a position of power ends up turning out to be corrupt because they let money just fucking corrupt them. Oh, I'm going to get this much money from X company? Fuck yeah, I'll pass whatever law you want.
Well, also, it's literally like the government doesn't government anymore. I've been talking about this for years. The government hasn't governmented for fucking decades. Hasn't governmented for decades, if that makes sense. Fucking, you have ALEC, A-L-E-C. I forget what it stands for. Hold on.
Baldwin.
Or is it A-L-E-K or whatever? Political group. Hold on. ALEC, yeah, it's the American Legislative Exchange Council. So that's a group that's existed for at least like 20 years. At least 20 years. And they write most Republican legislation. I guarantee you that they were also one of the biggest fucking people involved in the Project 2025, outside of that other group, whatever the fuck they were called. I forget their name. What was that group called? The Heritage Foundation.
Yeah.
So ALEC and the Heritage Foundation basically work together to write exclusively like the entirety of Republican legislation. None of them are government officials. Nobody involved in the organization known as ALEC is in the government. Yet they give the bills to government officials and representatives for them to pass and put on the floor, or to like put on the floor to be passed or discussed effectively. ALEC is also the group that facilitates the handing of money between companies and government officials. And this happens with both Republicans and Democrats, despite the fact that ALEC is a primarily Republican group. But there are also Democratic-focused groups that are like ALEC out there as well. This is where companies can give politicians billions of dollars right into their fucking hand, and it doesn't affect their campaign. It doesn't come from their campaign funds. It doesn't have to be reported. It doesn't get talked about. They do it over dinner, so it's technically a gift. Like, they avoid all the laws with this shit. And that's where companies literally run this government through these organizations. And the people who work at these companies answer to, or work at ALEC and the places like them, answer to the companies, not the government. And that's where there is no legislation that could stop insider trading. There is no legislation that could stop companies doing the shit that they're doing, because it literally would not be allowed to be written, because it's the companies doing the writing. This is where, like, it all comes to, there is no fixing this system from within this system. It's done. It's cooked.
You have to tear it apart and start it back over.
Yes. You have to gut it. Fucking
Which
gut
is
it.
basically why the Civil War, even though the fucking MAGA wants to push the Civil War, it's probably, honestly, for the best of the country. Oh, we just lost Hawk. He fell out of his nest. But yeah, no, like, it's gotten to the point where it's probably for the best of the country, because that way it starts over the government.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, had an issue there.
But, yeah, I just said you fell out of your nest.
Yeah, I did. I hit my head. Not the first time. But no, it's like, it has to be gutted. It has to be, and this is one, like the ALEC and these other organizations like them, and the fucking insider trading and the lobbyists and the money exchanging hands and the foreign. That's not even getting into how fucking compromised we are by foreign organizations. Israel.
Yep.
fucking, like, just how compromised we are. I mean, it's not just Israel, though. It's China, it's Russia, it's fucking... I would not be surprised if Trump is fucking... Yeah, so enraged I had to take a lap. I'm not there yet, but I probably will be by the end of this. I would not be surprised if Trump is a Manchurian candidate for Russia or China. Probably China, more than anybody else, because Russia is a fucking joke at this point, and everybody knows it. Yeah. Even Russia knows it. So, like a majestic Antifa eagle. Yeah, and I can actually do it without being out of breath because I'm back in shape again. Fuck, I mean, I'm still fat, but, like, I'm in shape. I know I was shoveling for the snow, and I was like, wow, I'm not out of breath. Like, because I've been working my fucking ass off, dude. But, no. It's like, I don't know. We gotta stop with the rhetoric of we could fix her. We can't fix her. She's too broken. Okay? You can't fix this one.
Yep. And just to be clear, all the things we've said on this, we're not telling people to go out and do violent things.
No.
We're not instigating violence.
Yeah. No, we're not instigating violence. We're not condoning violence. Ultimately, a general strike would be the best option, but I just don't think that's going to happen. So,
yeah.
I think and I don't think there's probably not going to be some, like, big revolutionary movement that starts up. It's more just going to be responses to the administration getting more violent.
A general strike would be so glorious.
Oh, God, it'd be perfect.
Because that would be the biggest slap in the face to Trump.
Yep.
Like, the biggest insult to him that anybody could do. Besides what I'm going to say later. I know other ways to make his dick shrivel up even more than it already is.
Yeah. Show him an adult woman.
Yeah.
But, no.
I don't want that.
Yeah, too old. No, like, I think that we're going to have... not like a conventional revolution. I think it's going to be more like cells and shit. I mean, but just to see a general strike would be beautiful. Like, I love looking at the videos and pictures of the general strike that happened in the Czech Republic after the fall of the Soviet Union. Literally, people flooded the streets to the point where it was like shoulder to shoulder, like groin to groin, fucking you can't move. Millions of people on the streets, dude. It was a beautiful fucking thing, and that's what caused their government to reform. They just told the Soviet Union to go the fuck away, and they did. Like, because enough people came out and were like, if you don't go away, we're just gonna stand here until you do. Like, we're not gonna work, we're not gonna do anything, you just go the fuck away. And they were like, all right, fuck it. And then they had a new government. So, I mean, it's gonna be a hell of a lot harder than that here, but the principle is the same, and it'd be glorious to see.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. But those were my 3 news stories, so
yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, yeah, so have you ever heard of Havana Syndrome?
No.
So Havana Syndrome, it includes severe headaches and migraines, dizziness and balance issues, cognitive problems, including memory loss and difficulty concentrating, tinnitus or hearing issues, nausea and vertigo, and sleep disturbances such as insomnia. Nobody knew what the fuck caused it for a long time, and we still publicly don't know what caused it. I'm sure the government has known for a very long time. Havana Syndrome kicked off in 2016 when some diplomats stationed in Havana, Cuba began experiencing this shit out of nowhere. And a lot of them reported hearing loud noises before the onset, or a loud noise before the onset of symptoms. A lot of spies have reported getting this, and other politicians who are involved internationally and stuff. It's kind of like, it's definitely some kind of weapon that's being used to affect people, okay? And we do it too. Because it's not other countries that have the same shit, like people from other countries that experience the same shit. So now, recently, within the last couple of days, we have, let me share this here. Present, share screen. Apparently, we have a better idea of what might be causing Havana Syndrome. So, it's apparently some testing device. Oh, here we go. It's some testing device that is a sonic weapon, which we've had sonic weapons. We talked about this in the Discord relatively recently, too. We've had sonic weapons for decades at this point. Like, sonic weapons are nothing new, but this is some kind of newer sonic weapon, I guess, or an iteration on a newer sonic weapon, because it's 2016 and later, that causes this shit to happen to people, and it sticks with them for a while, and it has we have control of this sonic weapon apparently now, but it has elements of Russian technology in it, according to some guy. Like, they're being real shady and weird about it. So we apparently have this new sonic weapon that we know causes Havana syndrome, and we may or may not have obtained it from Russia, and we may or may not have obtained it from China, and we may or may not have used it in Venezuela. So there's some new news on this sonic weapon. That's what I have.
Interesting.
It's and sonic weapons are worth looking into in general. My brain is broken. The term Havana syndrome is derived from the cases first reported by U.S. diplomats and intelligence officers in Havana's capital. We talked about that.
So back to Venezuela. This is what they were actually talking about when they were saying they thought it was chemical warfare that we used against them. It was most likely this.
Well, there was one guy, according to Carl, it's not new. I mean, no, so honestly, sonic weapons have been around for at least 30 years, at least. I think I read somewhere about a proposed sonic weapon that was being developed all the way back in, like, 1945.
I think you're cutting out a bit, or maybe I'm cutting out.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Going. Yeah.
Okay. Now, there was a proposed sonic weapon all the way back in 1945. Same with a laser weapon, actually. But sonic weapons have been around for a long fucking time. But this one is a very specific directed energy weapon that apparently gives you this sickness that lasts for a long fucking time, which is a very unique and interesting implementation of sonic weaponry. So it's just interesting to me.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like South Park and the brown noise.
Yeah, the brown note. You like shit your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is kind of like, maybe we could create something like that using sonic, sounds, using sonic waves and shit, which is just sounds. But yeah, I don't know. It's scary. It's weird. Why do I have a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor? Fuck off.
Raid Shadow Legends.
God, what a disgusting fucking game. But yeah, that was all I had. We basically have this weapon that may or may not have been made by Russia, may or may not have been made by China, may or may not have been used in Venezuela, and it's probably all of the above.
Nice. Okay, let me...
Oh yeah, they'll definitely start using it. They already do use sonic weapons on protesters. There's a giant fucking radio dish that they slapped on top of a Humvee that they used on protesters at Occupy Wall Street, actually.
Well, no, what they actually do is Trump gets in his jet, his fighter jet, and he drops diarrhea all over everyone. I thought it's real. I saw with my own eyes. So that means it's real.
I mean, it was on Facebook, right?
Yeah, it's Facebook official.
It's not real if it's not on Facebook. But if it is on Facebook, it has to be real.
Yeah.
Shrimp Jesus.
So, I think we're going to start with this story. Which one do I want to rage about first? That's the real question.
Rage! Rage against the dying of the light.
Okay, so this story is brought to us by The Atlantic. Trump's letter to Norway should be the last straw. Will Republicans in Congress ever step in? Answer to that? No. No. Should they? Absolutely. Will they? No. Why? One, second they do, they're getting death threats by these psychopaths. Two, those psychopaths will actually try to kill them, as we've seen. If you're Trump supporters are terrifying people. They've tried to overthrow the government. They've beat up police and stuff, jumped police. They destroyed a building, basically. They have made terrorist threats to attack other governors and mayors and shit like that. They went in and one nut job took a hammer to the husband of a politician. Because that's how psychotic they are.
Do we really mind that one, though? I mean, really?
I mean, I don't want anybody to get hurt like that.
I mean, well.
I mean, he's done some stuff. He's a big participator in the insider trading.
Yeah.
They do it under his account. But that's just that is psychotic to go at someone
It
with
is
a
psychotic.
fucking hammer.
Yeah. Well, no, they burnt that one politician's house down, killed their fucking dogs. They killed the two other Democrat lawmakers. These people are psychotic. They're terrorists, dude. They're fucking terrorists.
Yeah, they kidnapped the Michigan mayor or whatever it was.
They attempted to kidnap another one where the FBI got involved on that one.
Yeah.
They've planned, and this isn't even including all the plots that have probably been foiled by the FBI from these people, because I guarantee you there's been many.
Now the FBI is joining them.
Well, yeah,
it's
now
the whole thing going on in, I think it's also Minnesota, is it Michigan? One of the M states, but it's the one that revolves around the daycare, and now it's like whatever nationality these people are, and their daycares are like a big scam and shit.
Yep.
And part of that kicked off because two men wanted to force their way into a fucking daycare.
That's terrifying.
With cameras to record people's kids. And they were rightfully told, you cannot come in here. Now, where did the daycare go wrong? They didn't immediately call the police, which would have been the first thing I do before I walked out there to say, you guys have 10 seconds to get out of here because you're breaking the law and we don't support pedophilia here. Because that's the only takeaway I get from that is two pedophiles wanted to go in here and record some kids.
You know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just. No, I had a picture I was gonna pull up and say we need more of this, but I'm not gonna do that.
No pedo pictures.
No, it was no. It was okay. Hold on. All
right.
We gotta do this now. I know the context of this image is really fucked up, and it's not gory or anything. Okay, it's not. I promise, it's nothing gory. It is disturbing though, so viewer discretion is advised. We need to just kind of react to these people like this. I think that's an appropriate reaction to these people at this point. just I think they got that idea right, at least. So
yeah,
in Minecraft, obviously, I'm not condoning this. It's just I don't know, it's a decent idea. Just
yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, it's a thing to think about. We're not saying
yeah.
reenact it. Just think about it. That's what I think about.
Put
without
it in your
ever
head.
doing it, and I would never do that because
just Allahu Akbar, praise Allah, fucking peace be upon him. Like, just put the idea in your head. You know what I mean? Like, that's,
Yeah, but Trump decided to just straight up threaten World War III in a lovely letter to one of the Jonas brothers, because it starts off Dear Jonas, of Norway, the Prime Minister, I believe he is. But yeah, the letter from Trump is, Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace.
8 wars.
Although it will always be predominant. He definitely didn't type this letter because there's too many big words in it. And I don't think he even knows the fuck predominant means.
He doesn't.
But continuing. But can now think about what is good and proper for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect that land from Russia or China. And why do they have a right of ownership anyway? There are no written documents. It's only a boat that landed there hundreds of years ago, which also means that we don't own this country. People don't have brains. But we had boats landing there also.
No,
I have done more for NATO than any person since its founding. Bullshit. And now NATO should do something for the United States. The world is not secure unless we have complete and total control of Greenland. Thank you. President Donald, just a total fucking disaster, Trump.
Sieg Heil! Sorry, reflective, sorry.
I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace. That is a threat. There is no other way to think about that than, hey, we're going to fucking attack you.
Literally, I was saying to Sparrow earlier, and like laughing, crying, kind of, because you can't help but do that both at this point. That like World War One started over the assassination of a guy who was killed by an ethnic group that he actually was the only person in his government capable of helping, and the rest of the world spiraled out because of just mania, effectively. One of the dumbest fucking wars to ever start. World War Two fucking started because of World War One being such a terrible ending and how we penalized the fuck out of Germany, even though, I mean, you could argue they deserved it, but the penalization of Germany is what really led directly to World War Two, okay? So we can kind of consider two an extension of one, so it's double stupid. World War Three is going to start because some orange shrimp dick fuck didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize and is gonna take a place that he probably thinks is actually Iceland because he got tricked by the old Viking naming convention.
I think it is, to be honest.
Like, this takes the cake for the dumbest fucking World War start, dude. Like, over a Nobel Peace Prize, dude. We're gonna end the fucking world over the Nobel Peace Prize.
And really, the only reason he ever got into politics and wanted the Nobel Peace Prize is because he was upset a black man got it once.
Yeah. And dude, the fucking chick who got the Nobel Peace Prize gave it to him. Physically gave him her Nobel. So he has a Nobel Peace Prize at this point.
After the Nobel committee told her, no, you cannot do that.
He has his fucking prize.
Yeah. Dude. He also has the so much glorified FIFA Peace Prize. Because everybody knows FIFA fans, they're very peaceful. They've never attacked anyone, especially not rival teams or just any team that is playing their team and probably beat their team.
Here we are, though. Here we are, about to literally kick off the Third World War for a fucking, literally a ice ball in the north and the Nobel Peace Prize. What fucking delicious irony, dude.
Yeah, and once we go there, what are our soldiers going to be told to do? Kill everyone.
Kill everyone.
I feel very, scared for the citizens of Greenland.
Oh,
because sadly, they're about to get destroyed. It's the same thing. Trump has for a while been threatening to go ahead and attack Iran if they went on and killed their protesters and stuff, because he has to protect protesters, because that's what Trump's about, protecting protesters. Definitely not saying I need to go across the street to hold a Bible upside down and take a picture. That these people need to be killed. Let's have them shot.
Can't you shoot them in the knees? I think was the quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are scared. Yeah, they should be fucking scared. Their villages are going to get fucking deleted. Yeah.
And yeah, he did. He was throwing around, oh yeah, we're going to pay all the citizens to convince them to join the U.S.
It's not going to convince them. They have free healthcare.
They want nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Canada
literally wants nothing to do with us. Venezuela wants nothing to do with us. Mexico wants nothing to do with us. The place in fucking Africa that he also wants to take over wants nothing to do with us.
Yep. Well, yeah, and dude, it's sad too, because Mexico was our strongest trade partner by far. Mexico is half of our economy, dude. We could literally become both Mexico and the United States could be the strongest trade organization on the planet by far.
Yeah, especially when you throw in Canada in there too.
Oh yeah, and just Mexico and the United States, because everything Mexico has, they have so many fucking resources, dude. And fucking Canada included on that, the Northern Coalition or the Central Northern American Coalition could be a fucking incredible alliance. Absolute fucking powerhouse. And it was for a period of time. And then we fucking just destroyed it because of Trump. We destroyed everything. All goodwill, all trade, all fucking negotiations, all peace. All of it is done.
Yeah. And besides the economic effects, who are our two closest and best allies should we be attacked? Mexico and Canada.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's
they would have our
coalition. Back. Dude, Mexico had our back in World War II when Germany went to them and was like, hey, we'll fucking give you a fuck ton of gold and all kinds of fun shit if you let us just put soldiers in Mexico to invade the US. And they were like, no, fuck off. Mexico's been bro for fucking ever outside of when we were killing each other. But, in the last 30 fucking years, 40, 50 years, 60, 70 even, Mexico and the United States, there's been strain, but partnership wise, geopolitically wise, it's been fairly decent. And and lots of trade, lots and lots of fucking trade, which Trump says he loves. He loves economy, he loves trade.
Yeah, for the people who want to talk about, we believe in Jesus Christ and we support Trump. Love your neighbor as yourself, or more commonly said, love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Yep. Well, yeah, these people aren't biblical at all, dude. Like, at all.
Fucking... Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against one of your people, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. So that's actually supposed to be in more updated Bibles, that's a red letter quote. I hate that dog so much.
It is, because it's said by the Lord. Like, it is, like, one of the big commandments. Fucking, and, like, the Christians today, anyone who is a Christian today who follows Trump and the Republican side of shit and everything, they tend to be, like, fucking, Old Testament style Christians. Basically, like, in the pocket of Zion kind of Christians, you know, where, like, kill your kid at the city gates if they disobey you kind of Christian. Fucking gay people don't deserve to live. Let's destroy the planet because it has people we don't like on it. You know, fucking taking small female children out of trade is fair because God told us to do it and we get to marry them. Mm-hmm. Like, Old Testament shit is what a lot of Christians are today, which is fucked up, dude.
Yeah. Yep. It's vile. It is vile.
So we're gonna probably, I mean, I don't know, like, this is such a ridiculous thing that I can't visualize it happening. I just can't. Like, it's so absurd, I just can't see it happening. So if it does happen, which is possible, I'm not saying it won't, it's just I cannot visualize this happening because it's so fucking crazy. If this does happen, it's gonna be like a slap to the face, even for the people who expect it, like us. Mm-hmm. I mean, and I don't think people fucking realize, like, if NATO is gone, if there is no more NATO, which is what would happen if this, because we would trigger Article 5 with NATO. Yeah. So fucking Article 5 would activate. So all NATO countries would kick the fucking US out of NATO officially. That'd be the first thing, legislatively speaking. And then they would wind up mobilizing in force to fight the United States. Also, Europe is one of the groups that has us by the balls trade-wise. Like, absolutely has us by the balls. They could fucking pummel us in a trade war if they really wanted to. And so could China. So, like, this is one of the downsides, if you're a nationalist, of international trade and an international economy, a global economy, which is what we have. Like, Europe and China could fuck us hard if they really wanted to. We rely on them for a lot of shit. And I don't think Trump thinks about that. I don't even know if he fucking knows that. I know his supporters definitely don't know that.
Yeah. Yep. You know, his supporters also don't know.
Anything?
So, well, yeah, they don't know facts. Facts hurt their feelings, so they don't know about them. But they don't understand that Trump is really only, I mean, when it comes down to it, all presidents are just for show. They're controlled by other places. But the person mainly pulling the strings in this government, every order has to be approved by him first before it could even go to Trump. He's the one who set he's the one who set all of the immigration plans. He was very key to the writing of Project 2025. He is a terrible fucking Nazi. And he had his own movie, Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
This is who is actually our president.
100%.
This is the person who's running the country. Trump is just to be on camera and talk. And to have his name stamped on things so he can feel good about himself before he dies from eating too much McDonald's every day, multiple times a day.
I can't fucking wait, dude. I can't wait. Now, Stephen Miller is running this country. Irrefutable. And him and Peter Thiel, you could really argue, are the two, like, biggest, but mainly Stephen Miller, but Peter Thiel is like his shadow. Yeah. Like, Peter Thiel is the money behind it and shit.
Well, that's our next president. So their whole goal, because the two of them together are working on a plan to basically have a dictatorship.
Yep.
And they understand, everybody understands, Trump is not going to be around forever.
Yeah.
But what they want to do is basically make it to where, we no longer have elections. Instead, it'll be passed down to the next person like it's a kingdom.
Yeah. Well, they want the technocracy.
So, yeah, the next people who would be on paper in charge of the country would be Stephen Miller and Peter Thiel, whatever his name is.
Peter Thiel.
Yeah, Thiel. I always want to call him Till.
Just call him Gay Peter. He took down fucking
Little Petey.
What's it called? What was that fucking news rag site? That celebrity rag site? Gawker or whatever the fuck. He took down Gawker because they dropped a news article like fucking decades ago saying that Peter Thiel was gay and exposing him as being gay. And so he spent literally the next like 15 years like creating this web of shit to fucking take down Gawker. And it culminated in the Hulk Hogan sex tape shit.
Yeah.
Like that was all organized by Peter Thiel. Literally all of it. Just to take down Gawker because they exposed him for being gay. So just call him Gay Peter. So fucking Nosferatu and Gay Peter are going to run the country next.
Yeah, it's going to be President Stephen Miller.
Yep.
And, I mean, honestly, any day, you can just go onto Google, type in Stephen Miller, and just scroll down to top stories, and you will see all of the day's fucking news.
Yeah.
Because he's involved in every aspect of it.
He's the one pushing for Greenland.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. He's the one who's also he's pushed for Venezuela. He's pushing for Mexico. He's pushing for Canada. All that shit isn't Trump. He's the person saying it and having his name put on it. But it's all because of Stephen Miller. Every single fucking order that comes from Trump first has to be approved by Stephen Miller, and then Stephen Miller tells him to sign it.
Yep.
Trump is Stephen Miller's bitch.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Well, Trump is mentally, Trump is like a toddler. He's literally. Did you see the one? He was like standing on stage and he was just like for like 2 minutes straight, dude.
Trying to do like it's his transgender weightlifting thing, which is
like
the most bizarre thing. But yeah,
what the fuck?
Who is very anti transgender or anti-gay? Stephen Miller.
That's because he's gay.
Yeah,
fucking, they're all.
Yeah, he's
gay.
ashamed of it.
We proved that. There was that study that came out that like also just look at fucking Grindr, dude. It crashed in the last Republican fucking event, dude. Grindr went down because of usage. Like locally in the area it went down. But no, Stephen Miller also, by the way, has looked like this since he was 17.
Really quick. Give me 1 second. We do want to say we are not anti-gay in any way.
No.
If you love another man or you love another woman, good for you. We're happy for you that you found someone that you could connect with on that level. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's when you're gay and in denial of it and try to target the people who actually aren't denying what they are.
Yeah.
That's when it's bad.
Yeah. Which is where these people's rage comes from. Like, it's proven. It's where it comes from. These people are deeply closeted, self-hating homosexuals who fucking think that they could cleanse themselves effectively, quote unquote, by basically killing or otherwise exterminating anyone who they find relatability with, which is super fucked up because it reminds them of themselves. They see gay people and it reminds them that they are also the same way and they fucking hate it. And that's why they can't stand looking at it, being around it, hearing about it. So we have no problem with gay people. Right? It's just like it's sad. All of this is sad, dude. Yeah. It's just fucking terrible. Like, this is the world we've created because of identity politics, because of fucking an inability to accept people for who they are. Like, fucking, this is it all of this shit feeds itself, and it's because nobody's willing to fucking move on anything that we're here, you know?
Yeah, and for them, it's sad that they can't accept who they are.
Yeah, it is sad.
If they would accept who they are, they wouldn't be as like pent up and rage. Like, yeah, they'll still be racist because
probably
they're insecure about the fact that they're white for some reason. I mean, it doesn't matter what skin color you are. It doesn't matter what country you came from. A person is a person. Every person is equal. We're all human. That's all that matters. We're all fucking human. There is nothing that separates us besides a little bit of changes in DNA that cause our skin to be whatever color, our eyes to be whatever shape, our
race,
genitals to be as big as they are or small.
Like Miller's.
Like Stephen Miller and Trump.
Yeah. No, but our race, like scientifically, our race is human. So the racism is a fucking stupid, outmoded idea. It's ignorant at best. And it folds into the identity politics bullshit, which is ignorant at best. But yeah, like these people are point where they're irredeemable. Like I couldn't forgive Stiller. I couldn't forgive Trump. I couldn't forgive fucking most of these people, and I don't think most people could forgive them. Like, I don't know. I've been talking to a lot of people. Because I don't work from home anymore. I've been actually dealing with people in person, a lot of which have been Hispanic people, talking to a lot of them about how fucking terrified they are, about how fucked this country is, about how fucked the world is, about how ICE is in every area now. Like, all of us have ICE near us at this point. I'm pretty sure. Like, it just... Isn't ICE near you at this point?
They were in Bethlehem the other day.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, they came to my job. Not while I was there, but they said recently they came there.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
They were in Harrisburg a week or two ago.
Yeah, and don't they have a hotel somewhere nearby, too?
Oh, no. So, I think I said that on the show this morning talk. A group of probably teenagers thought it would be funny to go on Facebook and start making up fake stories about it, setting the whole like city on edge. Like the whole city was freaking the fuck out. Not just the people who live here, like people who aren't like going to be targeted by them. Which I mean, I still would be targeted by them because I don't think Trump's Jesus.
Yeah.
Everybody was terrified. We don't want to be the next Renee Good because we have some Nazi Gestapo coming in here just willing to shoot anybody who they don't agree with.
Yep.
And like the city officials were also on edge to the point where at the end of the day, they had to put out videos. Like a couple of the city officials had to come out and be like, no, false reports. It was a hoax made up on Facebook. And it's like, don't do that. That is not cool. That is not funny. Like at all. When it deals with people's life, that is not funny. I understand people like to watch these terrible fucking prank videos, which prank videos died years ago.
Yeah,
what was that? Ago. What was that before TikTok? It was Vine.
Yep.
Yeah. It died before Vine ended.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now we're coming out and like the new pranks we have, like August the Duck put up a video the other day, or maybe it was today. But this guy's riding horses into stores like Target and letting it just like shit on the floor and all this stuff and act like he's surprised he's not allowed to do this.
Also, that could hurt. If someone walks up to that horse, that could kill the fuck out of them, dude.
Yeah, it could kill someone. It's also, I mean, yeah, it's going to cost the company some extra money because they have to like probably repair the floor. I care less about the company having to pay more money. They should just pay their workers more. But that's the other thing. Who has to clean that up?
Workers.
Some person who's probably making minimum wage.
Yep. Some poor kid or some old fuck who's making minimum wage.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
You're taking it out on people who can't afford to have it taken out on them because they're dealing with enough as it is. Literally, I can't stand when people also the whole old fucking let's buy a milkshake or a soda from a fast food place and then chuck it through the window.
Dude.
Like, dude, that's not funny. That is not funny. You're a piece of shit.
I saw some fast food lady pull a gun out and shoot at some guy through the window. Like she was the worker. And like, I mean, I don't think what she did was right. And thankfully nobody, because the guy had kids in the car too. It's super fucked up. But no, because most people who have guns can't aim for shit, thankfully. But on the other hand, like I kind of get it, you know what I mean? Like it's just people think it's fun to fuck with other people because they're bored, and like it gets popularized because social media is so disgusting. It's vile, dude.
Yeah, and the people who see these like terrible pranks like that and then target certain places because, they might have a mindset like Stephen Miller and they're like, oh, white people don't work here. Let's do that. You get the racists who jump in on it, and they do it worse. They cause more fucking issues because they take it to a whole nother level. Like some douchebag who, I think it had to be Florida. It has to be Florida.
It's always Florida.
Dude took a baby alligator and threw it through the window.
It's Florida. Yeah.
It's like fucked up. You're going to possibly kill someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of the mind of Stephen Miller, the leader of Denmark, I don't know if it was like the PM or king or whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. I don't follow Denmark politics. Fucking prime minister. So the PM of aren't they still a fucking monarchy though, like England?
I don't know. I know Greenland has like presidents.
Yeah, but Greenland's like a fucking
or maybe it's a prime minister they do election for.
I know Denmark has a PM, but I'm pretty sure they also still have like a king and queen and shit. I believe so anyway. There's a lot of like smaller European countries that still have monarchy, or some European countries that still have monarchies. They're not functional, but they're. But anyway, fucking the leader, the PM of Denmark, came out and said that Stephen Miller has the mind of a rapist. And it's very true, because what Stephen Miller said was something to the effect of, like, Denmark is so insignificant and small, they're incapable of defending Greenland. And in order to say that you own a place or control a place, you have to be able to defend it. So because they can't defend it effectively, we have the right to take it. So it's like, that's literally the mindset of a rapist. Like, if you can't defend yourself, I have my right to you.
Yeah.
That's like...
Right here. That was one of the news stories right here from The Hill, which I hope the ad blocker warning doesn't come up.
They are a monarchy with a parliamentary democracy. That makes sense. Yep.
Where'd it go? Denmark, or hold on. Let's start with the first part. The new domain of international competition is going to be polar competition. That is where more and more resources are being spent by our nation's adversaries and rivals. And rivals is the ability to whatever. This dude doesn't talk in fucking sentences. He just says words, and if he says the wrong word, he just stops and stares at the camera.
He's a terrible orator, dude. He cannot talk.
To control a territory, you have to be able to defend a territory, improve a territory, inhabit a territory. Denmark has failed at every single one of these tests.
No, they haven't.
They don't have a right to it because they can't defend it because they're part of NATO. NATO has to defend it. You know who's the biggest spender or biggest member of NATO? The US. Yeah. So that means we should have it because you can't do it without us. That's not how reality works. And the whole thing that Trump's been spitting out there, which definitely came from Miller, is they don't have right to it just because they had a boat land there. It's ridiculous. Bless you.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Bless you again.
But yeah, no, it's like it's a fucked up mindset. And it shouldn't. Oh man, I was looking at who was the first king of Denmark. Sorry, I wanted a little history diversion. I thought of Harald Hardrada or Harald the Fair Hair, but he was Norway. But I always confuse Norway and Denmark and Sweden, which I know that'd probably piss them off. But oh yeah, Pinky says bless you too. Salud. But anyway. It's a fucked up mindset to have, and like Kyle Kalinske said to what's his face, the boring ass fucking other gay guy from Ben Shapiro's network. What's his name? Michael Knowles, the most boring, bland ass piece of shit on the planet. Fucking Kyle Kalinske was like, so might makes right. That's the new policy, is might makes right. And that's what it is. It's might makes right. And I think the Trump administration has proven that is our new both domestic and international policy. Is might makes right. So if you don't listen, we'll just pummel you to death or fucking destroy you in any way possible. And then we'll call ourselves good and right. And because we destroyed you, it means that we had the right to destroy you. So that's why you can't fucking vote this out. You can't fucking change this without fucking action, you know?
Yeah, but back to what you started that conversation off with, which is someone said he has the mindset of a rapist.
Yeah, the PM of Denmark said that. I'm pretty
sure. He has the face of one too. Look at this dude. Just look at him.
I guarantee you, this dude has forced himself on many women, dude. I wouldn't even just put it at women. Probably children. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, the children too. Yeah. No, this dude fucks kids and drinks their blood. Like he's actually a Nosferatu.
Yeah. Yeah, he is vile. But yeah, more stuff that he's done recently besides Green Links. That is recent. That was probably what, last week or this week?
I think. Yeah, it's all too fast.
So I mean, we just had people from Greenland at the White House that met with JD Vance and what's his face, the guy who handed Trump a letter or handed Trump a note in the middle of the meeting, and Trump's dumbass started reading the note.
I have no idea.
What is his name? From Florida. Someone help me out here. I'm trying to blank on his name. Mark Rubio. There we go.
Mark Rubio. Oh, that little fucking worm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So JD Vance and Mark Rubio met with I don't know who they were from Greenland, but they were from Denmark. One of them.
El Presidente.
Their meeting was so bad that the people from the other country had to run outside because they need to smoke a cigarette. Like, it was that bad. They need to run. Like, the guy, once they get out the door, he's like speed walking to the car just so he can get a cigarette.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I heard some insider drop that, like, while Stephen Miller is beating off to the idea of fucking invading Greenland, a lot of the military brass are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what the actual fuck are you saying we should do right now? A lot of military brass are just not on board with invading, because they know these are generals and shit, dude. They know what the fuck's up. Like, they're like, one, you're talking about a beach invasion, air and beach invasion, which is just hard as fuck, no matter what time or country you're talking about. Okay, that is hard as fuck to do.
Well, it'll be easy. See, we're gonna go to these great new advanced machines called warships.
Yeah, the battleships. Battleships, yeah. You know, battleships that we gave up because missiles, and drones. Ultimately, that's why battleships are pointless. But no, like, a beach and air invasion, like, landing on an island nation is hard as fuck to begin with, no matter what. Landing on an island invasion with actual army defenses, like military defenses from quote, near peer adversaries, dude, that's double fucking hard, okay? A lot of people are gonna die on all sides.
What's the most epic battle fight to do in a video game of World War II?
The D-Day.
The storming the beach of Normandy.
Yeah, D-Day. The dumbest fucking landing we had, effectively. But dude, basically the Marines went through D-Day like every time they landed on an island in the Pacific, too. It is the worst, dude. Anybody involved in anything military, or like even interest in the military or tactics or history, will tell you beach invasions are the fucking worst, or the second worst. The worst is city fighting. That's the actual worst. So that's hard as fuck. These generals know this, but these generals are also basically politicians. They know the international geopolitical implications of the disillusionment of NATO, which would be an invasion of fucking Europe by Russia and or China, potentially even European countries going to war with each other if NATO just totally disbands. That's not out of the question. Because we've seen Germany get a little fucking power hungry even in the last 10, 15 years. So, like, it's just the dissolution of the world order, man. This is the end of the world as we know it. And it's all because of this fucking cunt.
Because of Nosferatu.
Dude.
But yeah, other stuff he's doing recently, which is, since he is the one who basically made them build up ICE to what it is and make it this big military that kills U.S. citizens, he ordered Minneapolis cops to surrender to the feds.
Ordered them?
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, he did something that he doesn't have the right to do because, given, we understand, he's our actual president right now, just not on paper. But he still acts like he is. He was also on, I believe it was Hannity, or it might have been Dumb Blonde Lady, which, I mean, that's half of Fox News' cast.
Yeah, it doesn't narrow it down.
Laura Ingraham, I think that's her name.
Yeah.
It was either Handy or Ingram, and he was giving a message to ICE right after, and this is in response to the blatant murder of Renee Good, saying basically anybody who gets in their way or interferes in any way with ICE and doing their like justice and their job and whatnot will pay the consequence. Saying that about the citizens, about governors, like other officials, anybody will pay the consequence, saying that and told them they have complete immunity.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he actively called for ICE to kill everyone.
Yep. And they will.
Yeah.
Dude, where do you think all the Proud Boys and those, like, remember the box trucks of Nazis that would go to protest at towns and shit?
Oh yeah, they're all part of it now.
Yeah, where do you think they went? Because they're not protesting anymore. You haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, which also explains why we see these reports that, most ICE agents, basically, they can't do a single sit-up, and they don't know how to read. They can't spell. They don't know words.
Well, most Americans can't fucking spell. But they have, 47 days of training? Because Trump's the 47th president?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's sad, dude. It's pathetic. These people are the tiniest little shrimp dick fucking scared little boys who are taking out their insecurities by killing people on the streets, and the federal government is fucking backing them and letting them do this. Basically, it is no training. No, it is no training. Yeah. Actual training for someone doing the job that they're doing would be like 1.5 years minimum.
Yeah, and then, well, they're what it was before the Gestapo took over. It was 6 months. 6 months,
which is still short as fuck.
Yeah, but they were also previously cops or veterans, so they had years of training. They should, at least, if you're being one of these positions, years of training. And then you get this extra training just to be like, hey, this is the update to what you already know. And they don't get that. They're pulling people who failed fucking high school and putting them in ICE, giving them a bunch of guns and telling them to go kill people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to, like, let out your racist instinct. They're, like, I covered it day last week on one day on the Morning Talk about there was a reporter, anti-Trump reporter, decided, like, fuck it, I'm going to see if I could apply. She got approved. She got off the job.
Wow, dude.
So they don't do any vetting whatsoever.
You know what? I've had this idea, man. Why don't we join?
Me, personally, I'd probably have some consequences that come with that if they ever did look into me afterwards.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what if we get some people to join up, and fucking fight from the inside, man,
What happens when a cop decides, oh, I'm going to enact the law against these other cops who are doing illegal things? What happens to that cop?
Hopefully they kill each other.
Well, usually the bad ones get together, and suddenly this good cop who wanted to actually uphold the law randomly died in this weird crime.
Well, dude, and that's the thing. Like,
or he shot himself 10 times in the back of the head.
If you're gonna play, and you're right, yeah, they will absolutely murder the fucking shit out of good cops. But fucking, if someone does go undercover there, dude, like, I feel like you could probably do some damage, because these are truly stupid people. Truly stupid fucking people. So, I don't know, it'd have to be contextual, though. I would have to know what the fuck's going on. Like, I don't even know what they're doing, dude. I don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they're taking people. Nobody fucking knows.
Well, they're taking them to detention centers, usually in a state not from the one you're in, not letting people know. They assign you a number, and if you're a relative of the person who's been detained, they won't give you the number. They will try to keep that secret, not let the person reach out to you to give you the number, so you can't do anything to help them. They're just lost. They're missing. And then if you have to take a daily medication, or like any medication that helps you, not die, and you're like, the doctor says you need to take this medicine, they won't give it to you. They will let you fucking die there because they don't care about you. You are not worth life in their opinions. You're not worth another breath. Just, we're going to put you in the cell, packed with 25 other people. They're all going to be crying like, hey, person's dying. And they're just going to be like, oh, not my job. And watch you die.
I just like it. Well, there's also,
and they'll beat you too.
There's secret detention centers, dude. Like, people are getting disappeared. Like, straight up disappeared, dude. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I hope we get more of these protests. Like, I think Carlitos put it in the fucking Discord, and I think it was the Black Panthers who like fucking raided that one ICE car, and they pulled a bunch of guns and patches out of the back, but then they found paperwork that had a bunch of FBI agents' full ass names on it, and they had judges that were involved too on the papers, and fucking different locations and policies and practices and shit. And we need more people to find intel like that on these fuckers, and we need to raid them to get that intel. So like that, I want to see more of that shit.
Yeah. Well, then we have cosplay Barbie coming out and saying like making it official that now members of Congress are not allowed to even visit the field offices, not the detention centers, because they already told them they can't do that.
Yeah.
Now tell them they can't even visit the fucking field centers or the field whatever they're called because people might see that they don't have anything under control. That they're basically just telling people, go do what you want. Here's your guns. Go out and do stuff. Make sure, per this bastard again, make sure you're getting like, what is it, 30,000 arrests a week or something like that, or a day?
Yep.
Something stupid, some stupid fucking number, which sounds like it's more like Square Enix saying like, this is how many copies of the game we need to sell.
Yeah, Alligator Alcatraz, people are still missing. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure they're killing some people too. I guarantee you they're just absolutely fucking offing some people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like they're taking them to a center and just fucking killing them.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's like, they're probably not like, I'm not saying they're like gassing people. It's not like industrial yet. It's a lot like the beginning of World War II, where fucking, when the Nazis were killing Jews, nothing about it was industrial at the beginning. First, it was fucking, they went into the ghettos and they wound up just beating people to death and fucking shooting people in brawls and shit like that. Then they wound up relocating them. Then they wound up fucking kicking them out of the country. Then they wound up sending them to countries that were under German control where they could put them in camps. And then they wound up fucking digging trenches and just shooting them, and they realized that shooting them was terribly inefficient because it cost a lot of fucking bullets. So they created the concentration camps with death camps. That's what they created, the actual death camps. And I think that the deaths that are happening under ICE at this point are like, they'll just beat someone to death in custody, or they'll just fucking like someone will start to fight back and they'll just shoot him in the fucking face and not report.
Well, last week they legit killed a dude while arresting. Wait. That's what the video show. That's the only way I can see it. They basically killed a dude while trying to arrest him because 3 dudes were on top of this dude holding him down. He wasn't struggling that much.
Yeah.
One dude had his knee on the back of his fucking head, and you could see him breathe, and then you see him take a breath, and they try to pull him up.
Yeah. Well, dude, how many times have you seen? I've seen that happen literally like 50 times.
Yeah.
50 times.
In the video, you watch him take his last breath.
Yep. Oh, yeah, and here's another thing. A lot of them need their diabetes meds or blood pressure meds, and that can fucking kill you, too. And they're probably dying.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, if you have a medication you have to take, they won't give it to you.
Yeah, you're dead.
They'll have it stored for you, but they're not going to let you fucking have it. But yeah, it's just like George Floyd. 100%.
Oh, yeah, so literally, you could come up with a list of I'm not shitting you, 150 Americans, most of which are black, Asian, or Hispanic that were killed by cops that way in the last 20 years alone. I guarantee you it's at least 150 people who were killed that way.
The murder of Renee Good happened blocks away from George Floyd.
Not surprising. Not surprising. I guarantee you a lot of those fucking ICE agents are also the police officers there, too. So... Yeah. Like, these people are murderers. And also, here's the thing, and like Kat is saying, they're getting away with it. They are getting away with it because these people aren't getting officially executed. It's not like they're lined up at a wall and shot like they're fucking executed style, you know what I mean? They're getting killed in ways that have, like, the most stretched out plausible deniability in like, legally speaking, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he fought back, he grabbed my gun, I shot him in the face. Or, oh, we couldn't get access to their medicine, so they died because of whatever the fuck. Or, oh, he died because of asphyxiation because he was high on drugs while we were trying to arrest him. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
You know it's all bullshit, but they can get away with it on paper. And these people are going to get lost in the shuffle, and just nobody's going to remember it. Nobody but their family is going to remember this. And fucking...
And here's why. Here's why.
Here's because of fucking Nosferatu. Yeah, using self-defense as a shield to fucking murder people. And that's how people are dying under ICE right now.
Yeah, and like, this is only the reports that we have of the people who we know have died under ICE.
There's so many more. So many more.
They're saying 32 people have died from ICE custody in 2025. That's just what we know.
Yeah. I would say probably like 60% of the people who are totally missing and have been missing and unreachable for like a month or two are probably dead.
Yeah,
they're probably
and
dead.
As I've said multiple times on Morning Talk, I think I've done it almost every fucking episode that brings up ICE. Do you know the percentage of people who actually have any sort of criminal history? And I mean all the way down to traffic tickets that ICE has arrested?
Probably like 1%. If
it's a little bit bigger than that. 7.
And most of them are probably just traffic violations and fucking speed violation or something like stupid shit.
Yeah, it was like 32%. Their only crime is they had a traffic violation at one point in their life.
Yeah, which is not even a crime, dude. That's not a crime. It's a misdemeanor. It's not a crime.
Yeah, and that 32% is part of the 7%, which is fucking bad.
That's crazy, dude.
And I think it is. It's only like 1% have done actual like crimes.
Like, yeah, like
maybe killed someone or robbed a bank or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And there's other ones that have like property damage crimes, which that could be fucking anything.
These people like to say that they're constitutionalist. Our fucking constitution says that all people, not citizens, all people in the United States of America have the right to a trial trial and jury of their peers and shit like that. They have the right to fucking be given the leeway that our judicial system gives people at times. It's not good. It's fucked up as fuck. It's terrible at this point. But the judicial system does work at times, and it at least is a buffer between you and a bullet. You know what I mean? Fucking every person in this country, legal or not, has the right to that here, according to our Constitution. And that's being violated every time these fucking ICE pieces of shit take someone who they say is a criminal, even though they might not even be, and just throw them in another fucking country. Or a prison camp somewhere. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's highly illegal and unconstitutional, and these are the same people who will tell you that they respect and love the Constitution. It just baffles my fucking mind.
Yeah, and so Carlitos posted a video on Discord today, which if you're watching this and you haven't joined our Discord, there is a link in the description. Go ahead, join it. We don't make you have to be a member of the channel or anything to join it. Just join it. We have a lot more conversations that go on there.
It's crazy.
But, yeah, Carlitos posted a video earlier, and oh my god, I don't know who it was, but it was some lady who was doing the recording. She was the cameraman, probably on her cell phone, but she's at a protest or anti-ICE protest supporting the ICE activities and all this shit. And someone at one point says, "You're racist," and she's like, "I'm not racist. I'm part black."
Oh my god.
And it's like, first of all, racism doesn't mean you're white. Racism means you're a fucking racist. And the fact that you just then jumped to, "I'm black," you just then admitted, my defense to being not racist is I'm not white. Like, that's racist.
Dude, okay. Hot take. Identity politics is a form of racism. You can't change my mind.
It is.
It is. By definition, it's 100%. A form of racism.
Yeah, racism or sexism.
Yep.
If you don't want a female president just because a woman can't do the job, you're a fucking sexist.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I mean, you could say a particular woman can't do the job. Hillary Clinton can't do the fucking job. She's
well, I mean, Hillary Clinton
can't do the job.
Now, don't get these people can't do the job for sure. Yeah, not because they're women, but because they're evil pieces of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that they're women. Like I voted for Kamala because I mean it was between a fucking shit pile and a fucking mountain of fucking shit where I could have had Kamala or Trump, the mountain of shit.
Yeah, you could have had your family peacefully deported by Kamala or violently deported by Trump. So choose your poison.
Peacefully would be much more preferred.
Yeah, you're still going to get deported.
I don't want to see someone's family member get deported and basically get beat up and thrown in a detention cell to rot and fucking die or just be beat to death by racists. I'd rather have a person who's going to do it politely.
Respectfully and politely deported compared to just executed on the spot. So,
preferably, I would like to see none of that shit happen because fuck anybody who wants to do that. But back to the lady. The other thing she was saying that was making me mad was I want illegals deported. They're illegals. Okay. First of all, a person cannot be illegal. That's not a fucking thing.
Nope.
The people who say that are racist. That is a racist way to say they're not white.
Yep.
That is what they do. That's just another way of saying, like, instead of saying the N-word or saying, I guess for Hispanic, you say the W word, or that's two words together, or
WB.
the S word.
Yeah, the S word. The SP word. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And they just say illegal. It's just another way to say to be racist openly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and they aren't aliens either. Yeah, no, borders are racist. Another hot take for you. Borders are racist. Inherently, borders are racist. So, like, it literally all of it is fucking racist. Everything is based in racism.
Crossing the border, like, not going through the, like, checkpoints and shit, is not a federal crime.
No. It's
not. It is a civil crime. And the punishment is basically a slap on the wrist. It's not, we have to lock you up, beat you, possibly kill you. That's not a thing that happens. That is not how immigration works in this country. That's never how it's been. I mean, okay, it probably could have been during other times like World War II when we decided to lock up everybody who was Asian because we were being racist.
That was bad.
Or Italians.
That was a low point. Like, even Chinese be like, like, I'm Vietnamese. Oh, no, you're fucking Japanese. Get in the camp. Yeah. Like, fucking, it was terrible, dude. Yep. I mean, no, this country's always been god-awful. But really, if you look at the history of every fucking, like, European country or country that has been affected by Europe, they're all fucking god-awful. Every single one. Really, every country on Earth is fucking god-awful, including Asian countries. They're all fucking terrible. They all have terrible history. It's just America has some of the most recent terrible history. But it's like fucking... there are no illegal people. There is no illegal immigration. There is, like, immigration shouldn't even be a thing outside of just like, oh, I'm moving from A to B. That's the only thing that you should be concerned about with immigration. Like, it just, and this country, back in the day, this country, like, before any of our parents or grandparents or great-grandparents, this country used to be, you came over on the boat, you basically signed your name on a fucking paper and you got a job. That's what immigration used to be in this country. And it didn't really matter what fucking race you were for a period either.
Well, unless you were Irish, because we had to hate on the Irishes back then too.
Well, no, it was cultural. It was more of a cultural thing. It was like Irish and black people were fucking the two people, and Irish people were not considered white. Like, racism was still definitely a thing back then. It was probably more prominent then than today.
That is where gingers came from. Oh.
Well, like with the fucking, there was slavery and shit, obviously, and everything, but fucking, and the killing of the natives, and Native Americans were treated like fucking, literally seen as black people, like they called them the N-word. Even Hispanic people were just called the N-word by everybody back then. Yeah. Even up to the 70s, they go into that in the Mafia 3 game, where the character you play as is like half Native American, half black, and they just call him the N-word. Like, everyone just calls him that because that's all he is to them. But you used to be able to come here and basically sign a fucking paper and be good to go. And, like, that policy is where we should be today. Like, this is my name. I'm going to give you my information. The government can process all of it. You can become a citizen. And we need this because we need thinkers, we need builders, we need people who are looking for opportunity. But in order to have that, you need to have an attractive system to bring those people in. And we don't even have that anymore. And we used to. We did, in a way, used to have that to a degree. Because the American dream, quote unquote, was technically possible for some people. No, not everyone. Racism was a thing. Yes, fucking semantics and specifics. But, I don't know. We need to stop with this whole borders and illegal shit. It's just fucked up.
Yeah. Yep. The whole situation. I mean, we should be helping them, helping people who came over here to become a citizen. Because what these people are doing, that you want to call them illegal, they're doing what these fucking rich bastards, like the billionaires who are fleeing California, aren't doing.
Well, yeah.
They're paying taxes. They're working.
Yeah. Working hard as fuck.
We don't just want them here, as this dumb bitch on that fucking video was saying, that all people on the left just want them here to clean our toilets and take care of our kids.
No.
No, because that's not how I see people, because I'm not racist. I don't believe in slavery. But the fact that you're putting this out there means you do think that way, that's what these people are here for.
Yeah.
No, they are not just all evil rapists and murderers. They're not released from insane asylums to come over here. That's not a thing that's ever happened. That is talking points that Trump got from this douchebag.
Yep. Dude, I just want them here for their food.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this food is amazing.
I want all immigrants' food. I don't care where you're from.
Well, yeah, it was what fucking person of the administration? I think it was or Ice Barbie. She came out and took like pictures while she was at a Mexican restaurant on Taco Tuesday wearing a sombrero.
What the fuck?
Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
You're gonna be racist against fucking like Mexican people and then participate in Taco Tuesday and wear a fucking sombrero. Oh my god.
Yeah. But
the Mexicans gifted us with some of the best food on the fucking planet, okay? Specifically Mexicans.
Yeah, somebody was protesting in front of Stephen Miller's house. Not inside, not at his house, in front, on the street. I think she might have been on the sidewalk at one point, but she never like walked onto his actual property. And so the police are investigating her now. She's going to be arrested and probably thrown in prison for the rest of her life.
Hold up. Hold on. I have an idea of what should. No, I'm not gonna give any context. I'm just gonna show you a short video. Up in Arlington. I think it was in Arlington. Let me.
Well, here,
yes.
you work on that. I'm gonna go over the last part of the story and then I'm done with it.
Okay.
Because this is one you might like too. Stephen Miller has a truly rancid Star Trek opinion.
Oh boy. Oh dude, don't get me started on Trek, dude. We're gonna lose everybody.
What do you think his issues are with it?
Uhura. I like Uhura and fucking.
Yep.
Oh yeah, fucking what's his face? I forget his name.
And Spock. Don't forget Spock.
What, he doesn't like Spock?
Spock's not a white man. He's an
Yeah,
alien.
he is, dude. He's a. Oh my god.
It's also incredibly woke.
Well, yeah. Star Trek has always been fucking woke, dude.
Yeah.
So fucking, we got space racism before GTA 6? Is that what you're telling me, dude? We got genuine government space racism before GTA.
Yeah. Yeah, he does not want a future like this because, one, races intermingle.
Oh my god.
A white man can kiss a black lady on TV. That's terrible.
Fuck yeah, it was great. Amazing.
And yeah, the fact that it's not a corporate hellhole. He doesn't like that.
There's no money.
People don't have to like worry for shit.
Well, yeah, it's post-scarcity.
And the government, what's their government called?
The Federation.
Yeah, the Federation. There we go. They take care of their people.
Yeah. They have social programs. And medicine is so advanced that even having a headache is a very uncommon and strange thing. And fucking there's no money. And there's there's barely any fucking interconflict like violent, overtly physically violent interconflict between people within the Federation. Humans would rather.
Earth doesn't have borders.
Yeah, Earth doesn't have. It's literally just Earth. It's Earth.
Yeah.
Earth is Terra. That's it. The government on Earth is the government of the United Federation of Planets, and that's it. There aren't even states, I'm pretty sure, on Earth. Like, they never talk about states in any series that I've seen. Now, I didn't watch the entirety of the original series, so I don't know about that. Maybe they do then. But in every other Star Trek, there isn't a single state that exists on Earth.
No, it's just Earth.
Yep. It is just Earth. They talk about San Francisco a lot because that's where Starfleet Academy is.
They've talked about towns. I've never heard them actually say a state, though. Do they even do it in the J.J. Abrams movies?
I don't know about the J.J. Abrams, but I lie. They do mention states in one Star Trek show. It's Enterprise, which is the earliest in the timeline, and Florida gets fucking wiped off the map by an alien probe. And they specifically say Florida, and not the southeast corner of the southeast corner of the fucking eastern continent or western continent or whatever the fuck. They just they just say Florida. So I think states do exist in Enterprise timeline, but it's like 21 something. It's very early in the timeline.
Yeah, his name on what site was this on? White House AIDS. Another post. I'm not seeing a name of where this is from, but the name of the account is End Wokeness.
Jesus Christ. And he likes Star Trek, like he watches Star Trek.
Yeah.
Dude, this is where like so many fucking conservatives watch Star Trek and apparently like it. They like it. I don't know what show they're watching, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're watching if you're a conservative and say you like Star Trek, because you're definitely not watching Star Trek. Like,
yeah.
Or you just have it on in the background for noise or some shit, or you just like the fucking fight that happens one time every 12 episodes, because there's barely any fighting in most episodes.
Yeah.
At least in later Trek.
They also can't pick up on, like, we've come to understand, usually if you're Republican, you can't understand media. I mean, a lot of people on the left can't either, let's be honest. But
yeah.
If you're Republican, there's about 100% chance you can't understand what's happening in media, like, at all. You're just media illiterate.
Actually, it's phasers.
Yeah.
Phasers and particle weapons and fucking what are they called? Disruptors. The Klingons use disruptors, which are super fucking painful.
But if you're, what I want everybody to do is start spreading the great word that Trump is not the president. We have President Stephen Miller. That needs to become a thing that people keep talking about, and say that, let it be known, Trump is just a puppet to Stephen Miller. Keep pushing that out there as hard as you can, because what happens when someone takes the light away from Trump?
Nosferatu.
They're gone. So push that out, make that let it be known as fact. We have Trump is not the president. It is actually President Stephen Miller.
Okay. Now, you know how we talked about Stephen Miller's house being protested in front of?
Yeah.
I'm not going to add any more context to this. I'm not going to add any more context to this.
Like, I've seen this.
Oh, you have. It was a huge news story. No more context. No more context. That's all. That's all. Just
I like fireworks.
Just on the topic of Stephen Miller's house. Yeah, fireworks are pretty cool though, you know? It was pretty cool. But oh yeah, don't say oh my fucking god. Don't say Nosferatu, because they'll ban it. They'll ban it. Oh man.
Yep.
God. They will too. They'll be like, "Oh, we've picked up Stephen Miller's being compared to Nosferatu. We gotta fucking ban the movie."
Yeah.
Oh, Pinky hadn't seen that. Yeah, it was so the backstory for that was there was some guy who's like some crazy ass fucking anti-cop nut job, and he lured in a bunch of cops and got into a gunfight in his house with them, and then blew up the whole fucking house. The body cam footage from that is wild.
Oh, but yeah. Also, because Stephen Miller's having Trump call in the military to prepare to attack Minnesota, and Minnesota has their troops ready, like their National Guard, ready to go. They're on standby as well for a clash that's going to happen between local governments and their state military versus the American military, the federal military. That could also be the start of the Civil War, because Minnesota deserves to be Minnesota and not a Nazi hellhole, which is what they're trying to make it. They want this country to be a Nazi fucking hellhole.
It's an occupation by an enemy force in a city that doesn't want it. Like, it's by definition. So, like,
and
we're all...
by definition, it's also terrorism.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, Pinky, yes, he died. I think him and a couple of cops died. They were all in the building. But like nobody fucking walked out of that building. But having ICE stay in this territory is not lawful. First of all, like by definition, it's not lawful. I'm pretty sure Waltz and a lot of other people, like even local mayors and shit like that, have said get the fuck out to ICE.
Yeah, it was the mayor who came out right after Renee Good got shot. I think it was the day after, or it could have been that night of. But yeah, he was like, and to ICE, get the fuck out of our state.
Yeah. Like, they've openly told ICE to fuck off, and ICE is still there. So at this point, it's an enemy occupation. Like, if I was in charge of fucking Minnesota, I'd put the National Guard in there and be like, look, you're gonna go in armed with combat load. You're gonna go in there with full combat load, okay? Fucking IOTVs, like 8 or 9 mags per guy, fucking loaded guns, chambered, safeties on. You're gonna go in there, fucking ready, okay?
Yeah.
Gonna go in there with fucking MRAP support. We're gonna have air support. We're gonna have drone coverage. And if a single ICE officer gets in your face, you put him the fuck down. That's what I would tell him. You put him the fuck down however you see fit. And let's get this shit rolling, dude. Because this is not something we could stand back and accept. We can't. And I hope that whoever the fuck is in charge of the National Guard there has the balls to do that shit. Because we've seen National Guard stand against government forces before. This has happened relatively recently. So
yeah. Well, I believe it should be Waltz if he's still the governor. Because it's the same thing as the president. President Stephen Miller is in charge of the U.S. military. What he says goes. Unless it's an unlawful order, then they have the constitutional and oath official duty to reject that order because it's unlawful, which is what all federal fucking military should do. Be like, no, we're not part of this.
So you're right. Like state National Guards are technically, like the quote commander-in-chief of the state National Guard is first and foremost the president, second the governor of the state. Because the National Guard is still the army. And a lot of National Guardsmen are in there as the last 2 years of their contract with active duty army. So you go active duty, probably go on tour, 1 or 2 tours, then you wind up coming for a year or 2. Then you wind up coming back and doing National Guard for 2 years. That's the standard tour for most servicemen and women and people, whatever, service people. I'd like to think not enough people wanted Waltz as the American VP. Yeah, Waltz would have been a great VP, but I don't think he's tough, and that's where I don't think he's gonna tell the National Guard to fucking stick it to these people. But the actual command structure of the National Guard looks like, for Minnesota, looks like it's a commander or command chief, Master Sergeant Lisa Erickson, Major General Sean Mankey, and CW5 Eric Holm. Those are the 3 people who are in charge on a tactical level of the Minnesota National Guard. So let's hope that these 3 individuals have the fucking balls, including in the case of Lisa Erickson. Let's hope they have the balls to fucking stick it to ICE in Minnesota. Because it's hanging on these people now. These 3 fucking individuals are what everything hangs on at this point.
Yep.
And actually, here, let me do this. Just so you can get a... We should look these people up. Share screen. Here you go. Here they are. These are the 3 people who are on the ground in charge of the Minnesota National Guard. That's who we're looking at.
Yeah, so Command Chief Master Sergeant Lisa Erickson, Major General Sean Mankey. That makes me think of the Pokemon. And CW5.
Yeah, it's
Chief Command Chief Warrant Officer of Minnesota, Eric Holm.
So really, the ultimate senior officer here is, I believe, Lisa Erickson. She's command senior enlisted leader, and then the adjutant general who is in service to Lisa Erickson would be Sean Mankey, and then the chief warrant officer is the guy. Like the chief warrant officer is the guy who's probably doing most of the ground shit. So these are the 3 people who are really capable of stopping this right now.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's a sad place. So we're on the brink of the Second American Civil War and World War III at the same time.
Yep.
All thanks to President Stephen Miller.
Yeah, and I think, if a civil war kicks off, or some kind of, internal conflict, because I don't think it's going to be a full civil war, Not like people are thinking anyway. Not like the movie, you know. Like if some kind of internal conflict kicks off, I think that we're gonna start to walk back the external shit pretty quick, because Trump's gonna have to reallocate a lot of fucking soldiers to the homeland to keep this shit down. So.
Yep. And give me just one more second. I'm almost there. Open. This is taking longer than I thought it would. Thought it'd be quick. But if you go to Etsy, I'll drop the link in the chat too, so everybody has it. If you want to support someone who's making cool things on Etsy, you can go to this link. Whoops. Click the wrong thing.
Whoopsie.
And you will see this. Oh, it won't let me do it. It rejected my comment.
What the fuck? Will it not let you put fucking links in comments, dude?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
You can buy this beautiful sticker.
Oh my god, I need this, dude.
You can also get to go along with other one that we need.
Release the Epstein files. Virus bait. Oh yeah. Yeah, Sparrow's right. It's probably to prevent like viruses and shit and phishing.
But yeah, go on to Etsy and type in Stephen Miller Nazi piece of shit die. And it'll come up. And die is in like death. Yeah.
Like death die.
Yeah. It's also it's waterproof. So that's
Beautiful.
good.
You can put it on your car.
Yeah. Is it ice proof?
Probably not. No, if you do put it on your car, probably get ready to die. So, just put, like, I wish I was kidding about that. If an ice fucking Gestapo goon sees that on your car, they'll probably just fucking blow your head off. So, I'd be careful.
Yeah.
Put it on your computer, like a sensible person.
That's crazy. So, quick little side topic. I mean, this is for a different channel, but I'll talk about it anyways. A game I've been playing recently is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is a beautiful game. Like, they did a phenomenal job with that.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's sold 10 million copies so far. It's been out for 5 years, but it finally sold 10 million copies.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a little Bandai Namco game.
Jesus, man. That 10 million is a beefy fucking number, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I saw a YouTube video that was like, why aren't people buying games anymore? And I wanted to punch myself in the face. I just wanted to punch myself in the face.
It's like, have you looked at the economy lately? Have you looked at prices of everything and how much people make? And let me tell the story I told you the other day. So I had to get my my car inspected because I don't know how it is in every other state, but here in PA, you have to get a yearly inspection, which costs like what, $100 roughly?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I took it to the place, and I passed one inspection, but I failed the safety. I passed emissions. I failed safety because my tires were pretty much bald. One of them was showing the threading underneath the rubber.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that bad.
That's bad.
They pointed it out to me when they were done with the first part and told me about the rejection. I was like, oh. So I quickly went to the tire shop and had to spend more money to get the 2 front tires replaced. Come back, have to pay, $10 to get the inspection approved after I brought it back. But that money I had to spend on the tires, I don't make a lot of money. I'm not super rich. I fall in that category who's still going to have their taxes go up.
Yep.
And I can't afford that error. Like, I can't afford an issue like that, given it was only like $250. Doesn't sound like much.
Most people can't.
But that is too much money.
It's a lot of fucking money.
How the hell is someone supposed to afford that and then still put food on the table, still pay their bills? Like, am I going to choose this month? Am I going to pay this bill and have my electricity shut off, or am I going to get tires?
Well, with it being the winter, you have options with the PAPUC for electricity. I could go over that shit with you off of this if you want.
That's all good. I was using that as like example. Like,
but I'm just saying.
It's shitty. It's shitty that when someone has an issue like that come up, they literally have to debate, like, am I going to eat this month? Am I going to eat this right now? Because I might not be able to afford food because I had to pay for something that came up.
Can't afford insurance, can't afford emergencies, can't afford car shit, can't afford food, can't afford fucking anything, dude. Can't afford
because minimum wage does not cover fuck all.
Dude, even like 15 an hour doesn't do shit. Like,
Yeah.
if I'll say it right now. I'm making 15 an hour at the job that I'm at, which is not good at all for what I'm doing. Like, I'm worked like a fucking dog, okay? Like, worked like a fucking dog, which I'm kind of enjoying because physical activity is something that has always helped me. Like, mentally, it's helped me. So, like, that's a plus for me in a way, but it is not enough fucking money. If I was not married, if we weren't a dual income household, there's no way I'd even be able to afford fucking rent on 15 an hour. I wouldn't. Nowhere around here has rent that is affordable on 15 an hour. And that's including the place that you and I were living at before, which was cheap as fuck considering the area and everything.
Yeah. And for a single person to live comfortably on a minimum wage, that minimum wage would have to be over $20 up to about $50 per hour.
Yeah. Yep. Over 20 is like the edge of comfortable, but that's if you don't have kids, if you don't have a lot of debt, if you don't have all this other shit. So like if you're making like 21, 22 an hour, it's comfortable if you have no debt or no children.
Yeah.
Which like most people aren't there.
For just basic needs, in Pennsylvania, you need to make at least $23 per hour.
Yeah.
A single person.
No debts, no children. 23 an hour.
No relationship either. You're not going on dates. You're not going to go see movies, like any of that stuff. You're not going to go out, have a couple drinks at the bar.
Yep.
Just, you're going to go home after you get done with work, have your like little, I bought this at like the dollar store meal, just a couple random things, maybe a packet of ramen, because that's still pretty cheap, even though it's getting more expensive.
Comfortably,
that's about it. That's your life.
Like comfortably in our area for most people, like 30 to 35 an hour would be pretty good in our area. That would be pretty fair.
Yeah, and the definition of living comfortably is basically, one, you meet your essential needs and paying bills. Plus, you can have some discretionary spending, but also still be able to put some aside after
for
that.
Emergencies and saving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not saying like we want to be able to just go out and like buy a PS5 and a new video game, brand new video game every day, or even every week, or even every month, really. But we want to have money that we can put aside for emergencies, or maybe I do want to get a new car at some point. I need to buy a house. A house costs money. You have to put money up front for the down payment. How do you do that? When you don't make enough to cover anything.
Dude, I need a new car.
Yeah.
Like, I need a new car. I'm right now, because both my wife and I now work out of the house, because I used to work from home for years, and that's where we got away with only one car. But we need a new car now for us to continue. I'm borrowing my parents' vehicle, one of my parents' vehicles, to get to work. So, like, and I can't, there's no way I could afford a new fucking car at all. At all. The only car I'd be able to get is a total fucking beater, and even then you're looking at like fucking $8,000 minimum at this point, because cars are still super expensive because of COVID and resources and tariffs and all this other shit. It just went to hell.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, minimum wage should be at least 30. I completely agree. At least. That's bare minimum. But yeah, and also Pinky pointed out, also to travel, because we should have the right to travel, to go on, like, maybe take a vacation.
Dude, I haven't left the state of Pennsylvania in like 12 years minimum. Probably even later. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I had that train ride, which was a ride from hell, and I put that on a credit card because I don't have money to afford that.
Yeah.
Even if it was a plane ticket, I don't have money to afford that.
Especially if it's a plane ticket, because I'm sure trains are still cheaper than planes.
Oh, that was no.
Really?
The opposite.
Oh,
yeah, it was
shit.
like 3 times the cost.
Gee, and planes are fucking crazy expensive, especially across the country, dude.
Yep, it's sad and disgusting how
Dude,
the world is.
I used to go to DC. I used to go to New York City. Like, I used to go to fucking Virginia Beach and fucking, like, I used like, on my own. I'm not even talking about with my parents and shit. Like, I would drive to beaches. I would drive to cities. I would drive to fucking, like, cool places, Arlington and shit like that. Like, I would fucking go all over the place. I wanted to drive up to Chicago, too, because my mom worked in Chicago. She would go to Chicago for work trips and shit, and I know a bit about it because of her and everything. I just wanted to visit the place. Plus, for historical shit. Like, I used to travel, and I haven't traveled in fucking ages because I haven't been able to afford it, and because also with work, the fucking shitty jobs that I've had no time off. Like, there's no fucking time to do anything.
Yep. Yep.
Dude, we want to go on our pizza trips and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
that was going to be a whole like video series.
Yeah.
And we can't even do it.
No, dude.
It's way out of the question.
Between
but
time and
a family where in the city I live in, for a single person, a single adult in a family with 3 kids, you need to make before taxes $143,401.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, Sparrow. Our honeymoon was a 2 to 3 night stay at a local B&B. Yeah, and it was a beautiful place. Don't get me wrong. There are beautiful places around here, like truly beautiful places. But we wanted to go to Italy, yeah, because pizza. Like, if you're going to Italy, you gotta have the pizza. But you know, like Italy is just awesome as fuck. We wanted to see Italy, want to see Greece, want to see like really all of Europe. I'd love to travel Europe. I'd love to travel through like North Africa, fucking Middle East, all this shit. But we can't. We can't. So our whole ass honeymoon, I took a week off of work. Wasn't it a week off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
We worked Monday.
Oh, we worked Monday. Yeah, we even worked, so not even a full fucking week.
Yeah.
I took off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then had Saturday and Sunday. And my wife and I had our wedding, which was nice. It was a beautiful event. We worked our asses off for all the decorations. Like, I do not regret a thing about that. Well, there are a few things that we both regret about the wedding, and that's mainly involving parents and shit. But, fucking the wedding was beautiful. But and then we had our little like honeymoon thing at this bed and breakfast place that was also an incredible place. It was a great time. Yeah, she went on an interview during our honeymoon, actually. Yeah. Fucking straight up had an interview. I mean, I brought my Switch, so I was cool. But it was a badly timed interview. But we knew this going into it. We had desperate hope to get a job closer to where we lived at the time, too. But it's sad. Like, it's sad, because everybody wants something more than that. You know what I mean? Especially, like, if it's your first wedding. If it's your second or third wedding, I get if you're jaded by that point. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't need all that. Like, the dream is done. You just get married. But, like, fucking, it was our wedding, you know? And it sucks that we didn't get to do what we wanted to do because we couldn't afford it. We didn't have the time. We didn't fucking have the capability. And part of that was because I was a temp for 4 years. Tell me how that fucking works. And because she gets taxed out the ass and has most of her money stolen from her for fucking barely getting insurance. So, yeah, it's fucked, man. It's fucked. And our situation, like, her and I are actually better off than most people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's sad is there's a lot of people who, like, their family, the 2 adults, say it's a 2-adult family and they have 2 kids. And this is real situations too. They'll work 2 minimum wage jobs. Like, they each have a minimum wage job and they're barely making it through life. Their kids are not getting anything. Like, their Christmas is complete and utter shit, which is why we have these charities that are like, you know, donate gifts for kids who their families can't afford it.
Yeah.
And that's sad that we live in a world where that's a thing that happens.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up. And like every day I feel thankful for the fucking luck that I've had, that both my wife and I have had. And for the support from my parents that I've had that when I've needed it, which is really only relatively recently because of everything, like with the house and shit. And because remember when I was doing injection molding, we were living at the other place, and I was making 10 an hour and literally couldn't afford rent and shit. I needed help at that point. But thankfully I got lucky. Yeah,
we both got super lucky constantly.
Yeah, you had a streak of real bad fucking luck and then real good luck.
Yeah.
And then, dude, finding that place still blows my mind. How you fucking, like, it was the first place you called.
Yep.
The guy was like, yeah, just come right on in on fucking Monday.
Yep.
Oh, man. We pulled so much shit out of our ass.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, no, we've both been really fucking lucky in a lot of ways compared to most people. And we're still not really well off.
Yep. Yep, that's the world we live in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
And it's like, it hurts, man.
Yeah.
It all fucking hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at a chart of like what things cost right now. But this was actually a list that was updated about a year ago. It was in February of last year.
Already
but it's out of date.
Terribly out of date.
And at that time, in my city, the average cost of like daycare for kids,
oh God,
$15,000+ a year.
That's more than half that city makes.
Yeah, I mean that's given I make more than minimum wage.
Yeah,
that is still almost a third of my annual income.
Yeah, yeah,
Pre-tax. Pre-tax.
Yeah, not even take home. Fucking like that is literally more than a lot of people who live in that city make annually. No, like 15K is what a lot of people make annually in that city, or even less than 15K. Working part-time jobs, working like jobs because they maybe don't have their paperwork and they don't have the payment that they deserve, you know what I mean, from people that they're working for, getting taken advantage of and shit. Like fucking most people there do not make enough money for that shit.
Yeah. Yep. It's disgusting. It's sad. And companies could afford it, but yet we have to bow down to corporations, corporate America. The American dream. Slave to corporations and they will fuck you over.
Man, it's like I'm in a way I'm kind of happy that more and more people are realizing this too. That people are starting to wake up to the nightmare that we live in, and you're starting to see more people talk about, like, especially younger kids. It does give me, like, as fucking stupid as kids are today. And they've always been stupid, but like they're a special kind of stupid today. It does give me hope that a lot of them are talking about like unions and about leftist ideas and how corporations suck ass and fucking they're tired of the government, they're tired of the exploitation, they're tired of the child labor and all this shit. Like fucking you're starting to see more and more people bring that up, and it does give me some hope. But again, it's a sunrise we'll probably never see, you and I.
Yeah, never. I mean, plus we're probably going to be involved in World War III, Civil War II. So
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. And back to another topic I talked about. I don't know if we did this on a show. I don't think so. We haven't done the show in a while. So yeah, it would have been a morning talk that Trump got out of all those EU organizations, and one of them was about protecting children. And then talking about world wars. Well, how do you get, more soldiers for a world war? Well, you do the draft. You bring it back.
Yep.
And now we're out of this thing that's with kids. Well, bet anything, that age of being drafted is not going to be 18.
Oh, no.
It's probably not going to be 16.
No.
It's probably going to be much fucking younger, because in Africa, there's child soldiers, like little ass kids with guns. And the way they'll see it here is, well, these kids play Call of Duty. Obviously, that means they're ready.
Yeah,
they're ready to keep up the real war.
To keep up the PR, the kids will probably be put in like an Ender's Game type program or some shit, and they'll do like drone warfare and shit like that. But then once they get old enough, they'll go in the front lines. But like fucking 16 was the minimum age requirement for joining up in World War II and World War I. And you could, a lot of people who signed up in all the countries involved in both of those wars were much younger than 16. Much younger than 16. They were like, I think the youngest to kid that we know of that died in World War I was like fucking 11 years old or some shit. There were other kids who were around that age who didn't die and were thankfully found before they died and were taken out of the front lines. But, no, like using children as soldiers is something that's happened for most of history through most of the world. It's actually not uncommon to use children as soldiers or in a military capacity. So I would not be surprised if the United States goes back to that at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, the reason I talked about that on the morning talk was last year, I think it was just in December, he signed it. But it's basically, instead of having to, when you turn 18 and you're a man, you have to sign up for selective service.
Yeah, the draft.
Yeah, it's the draft. I'll call it the draft. Even if you ask Google, is it the draft? No, that's not the draft.
It's the draft.
But then they'll give you a description of what it is, and it's the draft. It's a draft that's not activated until Congress, or in this case, Trump, because he'll be the one who says it, and they'll just go along with it and not fight it in any way.
Yep.
That the draft is back. It'll like that.
Yep. Well, yeah, no, every
that thing, it automatically signs you up. So once you turn 18, it already has all your information. They're signing you up.
Oh, so you don't have to actually sign it anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be automatic. Which, I mean, in a way, that is beneficial to people, because if you don't know you have to do that because nobody fucking tells you, you can you risk up to 10 years in prison and a lofty fine.
Yeah. Oh, and for the women watching, if you do not know, for a long time, both myself and Sir Felix took part in this. It's something that every young man has to do. You get a letter in the mail. It's like a yellow paper in an envelope. And it comes after you turn 18, sometime after you turn 18. I think I got mine when I was like 19. It took a while to come in. But you get your little paper and you have to put your name on it, your information, I think your social security number, all that shit. You put all your info on there and sign the bottom of it. And it says that basically you are accepting the fact that if the government needs you to go kill people, that you will go kill people. And if you defy the order, you'll face, like you said, 10 years in prison or even execution. They can kill you for it. It is legal to be killed for draft dodging. So, or at least it was. It probably will be again in the future. But yes, every young man has this paper, and now it sounds like you don't even get the paper. It just automatically signs you up. Also, I think if you destroy the draft papers without signing them or anything, you could also get charged with shit.
Yeah.
I had a friend who burnt his, and I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but yeah, that was a dumb fuck idea, because that was a fucking stupid idea. But yeah, it's not fun. It's a reminder the moment you turn 18, the moment you technically become an adult, you're like, oh yeah, I'm fucking cannon fodder, thanks.
Yep. Yeah, that was our show for tonight. That's really all we had planned. Talk about those few things. And it was stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I do thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
I'll be talking to some of you tomorrow morning if you jump on for the morning talk, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. We actually have an outro video today, so we're going to go ahead and say our goodbyes, then we're going to play our outro video.
Yeah.
So, like, subscribe, share our content. Remember to tell everybody that it's President Stephen Miller and Trump's just his puppet. We got to get that run around, and yeah.
Oh, can we end with a cute cat? Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold up. Give me a second.
Play now.
Nope. Give me a second.
You already had one.
Let's find this. Okay. I don't know what this video is. I haven't fucking watched it or screened
we don't want to see your kitty porn. Kitty cat porn.
Here we go. Here's a little kitty.
He's so cute. Where did it got a rainbow on
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Where did that come from? Where? He's so cute. Where did it
All right. done hearing that lady talk. Yeah.
There's a cute kitty.
Yep. And we will see you guys next time. Take care.
Stay safe.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please be sure to give us a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you could, share us wherever you can. We'd like to get our message out there. But also, want to let you guys know, we're now doing a weekday morning political commentary show where I pick out a couple news stories and kind of dive into them a little bit. Ones that I usually feel are just not getting talked about enough in the mainstream. That show is called Talk a Better Politics Morning Talk. So, if you're interested in what we have to say here, join me in the morning, every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. You take care.